Hi again then guys, so I've got another GranTurismo 6 top speed tune for you today, and this time it's for the 2010 Subaru Impreza WRX STi, and this is the sedan or saloon version of that car. So we've got racing soft tyres as usual. For suspension we've lowered the ride height to 100 front and rear. Springs we've increased to 6 and 575. Dampers and anti-roll to 4, camber on 2. Neutral toe as always. For the gearbox we've got an auto setting of 230. We haven't adjusted any of the individual gears on this one, and we've got a final drive of 3.7. For the diff, obviously it's all-wheel drive, so wheel spin isn't as much of an issue, but we've got low initial torque, high acceleration and low braking with a torque split of 30-70 to reduce high speed understeer. All the power upgrades obviously, and although I haven't fitted it, I would, as usual, recommend NOS. And obviously, you want the full weight loss package. Traction control is also turned off, as usual. So I don't see as many people using this particular Impreza, and I don't really understand why, to be honest, because it's a pretty nice car. I personally think it looks better as a saloon than as a hatchback. The hatchback is quicker, which is a bit weird, but for whatever reason. And interestingly, if you are a fan of the saloon version like this one, there are of course two versions of the saloon to choose from, or two road-going versions. You've got this one, and you've also got the S206 Challenge Pack. Now, unless you're specifically a fan of the Challenge Pack, regardless of what it turns out like, I would not recommend buying it. Because for some strange reason they don't let you tune the gears on that car, so for top speed racing it's next to useless. And I really don't understand why they've done that, because it's a cool car, and then they've just ruined it by not allowing you to upgrade the gears, which makes no sense to me at all. Now, as it happens, this generation of Imprezas, apart from the Spec C, are slower than the previous versions. They're, I believe, heavier, not quite as powerful for the most part, and they are slower, which is unfortunate, but that's the way it is. It's still not a slow car as such. It still does about 223 on its own, but it's a little bit off the pace of the older model, around 6 or 7 miles per hour off the pace of the, say, 2005 model Spec C. But like I said, still not a slow car. For going up against other Evos, Imprezas, that kind of thing, obviously you've got more than enough performance for that, especially considering that if you are going to go up against stuff like Evos, you'll probably be using draft anyway, so your cruising speed doesn't matter as much. In terms of draft potential, you're relatively close to the red line, but you have got a bit of draft potential. Should be able to get it quite easily up around the mid-230s, maybe 240, maybe even a little more with draft. So not too bad for draft potential. If you do need it to do more than that, as always, just extend that final drive a bit more. But overall, it's a pretty good car. Performance isn't as quick as I would have liked, but it's still a pretty nice car. So I hope you guys find this tune setup helpful. If you did, feel free to subscribe. I put out new top speed tunes every day. And as always, thanks for watching.